Today we're busting myths from YouTube chefs. What do YouTube's finest chefs have to offer us? Do they actually know what they're talking about? Or is it all just fancy knife work and camera tricks? Should you listen to their advice, or are they just myths being peddled from YouTube chef to YouTube chef waiting to be busted? To find out, this highly trained team of serious culinary professionals is putting them to the test. Because this is Myth Munchers!
Aww.
What's going on here?
That's the sound you make when you do thumbnails.
No, that was Tim Allen from Home Improvement. I don't look like that. Myth Munchers, serious business. Today we got a lot of high-profile YouTube chefs here. First up, Nick DiGiovanni. He is very particular about his cheese pulls, and he's got some theories about them. We're gonna go ahead and test that. Next up, Claire Saffitz, absolute queen of the baking world. She has a lot of opinions about the butter that goes into your cookies, and I am excited to test and also excited to just rip through cookies. And then we got Joshua Weissman. Look at how chiseled he is. His hard work has really pulled off that jawline's popping. He has a great technique about caramelized onions that we're gonna put to the test. And then finally, we all know who this is. This is Mong Chi.
Love her.
Anybody has made any Korean recipes, and I hope you have. You have followed one of them from Mong Chi or been inspired by Mong Chi. We are going to test her Korean fried chicken recipe and see how many times frying it is actually too many times. So, right now, y'all are going to write down your guesses on these cards, but while I have you here, here's non-food related activities I would like to do with one or more of these YouTube chefs. Here's the thing, we get pigeonholed. That's one thing. That's not it. Mong Chi, I would want to go watch people. Just go hang out in a park with Mong Chi. Probably want to get a
Yeah,
tattoo.
is it people watching or
What?
you just want to watch
Yeah,
people?
you just
wanna watch
What do you
people
mean?
with
You want to be a
binoculars?
peeping Tom, or do you just want to casually
What do you
watch
think people watching is? People watching is where you go watch people.
No, but you
Sounds
said watch
different.
people. I'm pregnant.
So Nick DiGiovanni, when his mac and cheese video.
I just look like I ate like a bunch of bean burritos. You know what I mean?
Now, I'm a man of science. Scientifically, I think that's what pregnancy kind of is, though, right?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of burritos in here.
Well, we're gonna feed the baby some mac and cheese because Nick DiGiovanni, with those beautiful ocean eyes of his, he said that to get the best cheese pull on your mac and cheese, you should grate it the long ways.
The long way.
I'm Pergert. I'm Pergonat. I'm Pregant. I'm Preganinet? Okay, so we have several different methods to grate our cheese.
Right.
We were talking about when you make the macaroni in the cheese sauce, when you put fresh cheese in between the layers, which I do think is a great mac and cheese.
Should always do that.
Always do that. Tell them about the long ways.
So I'm gonna take our box grater here and I'm gonna angle this ever so slightly to get some really good traction on my cheese so I can get some nice, long, beautiful strands.
The theory makes sense, right? Like if you have like long strands of cheese, this could in theory pull higher. That's what the F? That's incredible.
I told you traction.
My problem with that is all of your cheese in mac and cheese should be melted to get that cheese pull, right?
Yeah,
And so for me, what I do is I throw my cheese in the food processor. All my favorite pizza spots do this too, and they get their cheese like pebbly.
That's how I know like pizza cheese to be. I don't
Yeah,
see
same.
people do this method a lot.
No, and I think that actually gets you a more even melt, and then that reforms into a sort of raft. So we're testing basically the smallest shreds possible, which is this like food
Pebbles.
processor pebble cheese
Yeah.
versus long cheese versus this one's interesting.
So I chose cubed because I believe like with the surface area, once the glob totally melts, it'll have so many contact areas to grab onto the noodles and other cheeses that it has no choice but to have multiple points of cheese pullness.
I think that might hold
that make
water.
sense?
That might hold water. I don't know. Also, we gotta address the fact here. These are all YouTube chefs, so a lot of it is being concerned. Not the baby. A lot of this is. being concerned with food aesthetics, does this actually make your mac and cheese taste any better?
Are you asking me, or are you
Yeah.
asking the viewer?
Both.
No.
Well, we'll let the viewer answer first.
Well, you know,
Shh, the viewer's answering.
Sorry. So rude of me. So presumptuous.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I guess I never thought about it. Like, no, don't say that. Don't say, you're not, I don't even think you're allowed to say that anymore. Well, yeah, I brought it
Yeah.
around.
I have a long hair here. Hold on. Ew.
Do you think that could be from the baby that came out?
Stop talking
I don't
about
know.
it
I'm
like
not
that.
thinking about, all I'm saying is I feel like
What? What do you want to say?
I should get to name your child.
If you give me give me a few good names so I can take it home to David and
Okay.
we can consult.
I got a good one.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
Cinnamon, but spelled with an S and a Y. Synnamon.
You want
Cinnamon.
my child's name to start with sin?
And end with amin, yeah. All right, well, we got our long shreds. We got our tiny little pebble cheese. We got our big old cubes. You ready to bake off some mac?
Heck
Ooh,
yeah.
mac, that's a good name for the baby.
Mackin. And then if I have another one, cheese. Mac and cheese!
Your baby's gonna get taken by the state.
We're pregnant.
All right, so here we have a bunch of, this is actually a really rad mac and cheese recipe. There's a bunch of infused cream. Nicole's doing double duty. Do you want me to do that?
You know
I mean,
what? No, I got
you're
it.
whisking for
Women
two.
can have it all.
We have half of our cheese in here. We have the white cheddar, we have the gouda, and then also an infused cream with a bunch of thyme and garlic and other stuff. We're gonna add goat cheese in there, which is really interesting. Oh, cheese and rice. I don't know that I abide by that, Nick. I think you're a freaking wild man. I think you're reckless out there, but I do love the ingenuity.
And this is pasteurized, so I can eat it.
Yay! Also, if it's not pasteurized, you're blasting it in an oven.
That's right.
I think that
Josh is my
pasteurized,
doctor.
right? Yeah, I do have a lot of opinions about what pregnant women should and shouldn't eat.
Do you remember when I used to call you Uncle Josh?
To be clear, I never asked you to do that. And in fact, I always maintained a visceral uncomfortability when you did.
So you don't want to be actual Uncle Josh?
Now that you're having a kid, that's cool. When you weren't having a kid, it was weird.
It wasn't that weird.
No, if there's a kid, because that's where the uncle, you know.
No, you just are Uncle Josh.
You just call me Unc. We're gonna add our nudes. So we're gonna take this cheese, we're gonna layer it out in the casserole dish, evenly disperse it. After we get this in there,
How do you feel about the texture of the cheese sauce now that the cheese is melted and the noodles are in there?
I'd say the cheese sauce is loose.
Yes, I will also say the long ways is loose, the short ways is loose, but the cubed way, thick.
Is it thick?
Thicker than those.
Why would that matter?
I'm telling you, surface area maybe.
What surface there, but the cheese should all be melted in there.
I know, I'm just saying, it's something I'm noticing.
No, I know you can notice it. We've got the building blocks of our mac. We're gonna add 3/4 of the cheese.
Okay.
Per Mr. DiGiovanni in proper New York Times style.
What?
New York Times never refers to people as their first name. They all say Mr. DiGiovanni.
Really?
Yeah, fun little fact.
Everyone's called Mr. D.
The Gray Lady, the paper of record. God dang it, it's heavy.
Hey, if I ate a
Yeah.
cube of cheese, will everything get screwed up?
No, I don't think so. But then you gotta eat the equivalent from the rest of them.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Let's see where this gets me. Kind of pat that out. Nick DiGiovanni did say be gentle.
You did?
I think so.
Sorry,
Seems like a dulcet name.
I spit.
What are you doing?
I
You spit in the cheese? That's gonna affect it.
I was gonna ask if you think he's a gentle lover.
I can't say this about most people, but I've never thought about Nick DiGiovanni having sex. All right, we're just gonna pop the cheese on, get the max in there, slop on this wop, and then we're gonna go ahead and put that right in the oven.
I hate when you say slop on this wok.
I didn't mean to.
You know that.
I didn't mean to.
It's been years, and I've said you can't say that.
Well, it was an accident.
We got Max.
That one sucks.
Come on, it's cute.
Well, we did learn the perils of putting large, chunky cheese cubes underneath a broiler.
Don't worry.
This is a 2-horse race at this point.
But there's, but wait, excuse me. Maybe whenever you go inside of it, there might be some melty cheese.
Excuse me, the human head weighs 9 pounds.
That's a Jonathan Lipnicki reference from.
What is Jerry Maguire?
Thank you very much.
I'd like to make it a true. I've always wanted to say this. I'd like to say to true daily double, Alex. I mean Ken.
Oh, too
All right,
soon.
R.I.P. I know. Let's see how the cheese pull
sorry.
on this looks.
I have a good vibe.
You see the large chunk of cheese kind of weeping.
That's hot
I just
to me.
don't know if.
What do you mean it's going?
Oh my god, dude, I am so effing sorry.
What if that was me?
I put the baby in jeopardy. That's a pretty solid cheese
No,
pull.
it's not.
I thought it was nice.
No, it's not. The cubed one is so much more cheese pull.
But yeah, but it's not like a good cheese pull.
What
It's
do
like
you
a
mean?
It's a gross weepy.
It's not a gross weepy.
cheese pull. It's just
hate
it's,
you all
it's
the
wet
time.
because
What do you want me to say, huh?
What did we learn? What did we learn?
What do you want me to say?
Well, anyway, is there any meaningful difference? The cheese is all just melted. The cube cheese sucks.
I don't think it sucks.
It burnt. Try. Okay, I'll
fine.
try. You get your best cheese while I get my best.
From
cheese.
short ways?
Yeah, from short ways and long ways.
Okay, you're going in the middle, cheater.
In the middle.
Okay, short ways has a better cheese pull.
Thank you. That's what I said the whole time. Here, you try on this one. See if the technique's different. I'll see if I can get a good one on this one.
What do you think you would do?
Trying to get science. Yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm just a better cheese puller than you are.
Okay, now you
Looks
do
like
this
you
one
gotta-
again, and I'll just eat
Looks like you're
macaronis.
gonna go back to cheese pull school.
It's too hot to eat.
That looks like a commercial cheese pull.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, bestie.
Well, how does this taste? It's just like wet because the cheese didn't incorporate it.
It's not that wet. It's not that wet. It's still not
That's
pink.
what. Never mind. We got any ketchup? No?
That tastes a million times better than the cubed. I'll give you that.
No. Is macaroni too Italian to name your baby?
I already told you we were doing mackin.
Mackin?
This one tastes the best.
What got people?
What?
What got about people?
What?
What has the best?
What has the best cheese pull?
Baba.
The cubed one has the best cheese pull, but the long ways taste the best.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Looks like Nick DiGiovanni is not only a generous, kind lover, but also he's really good at making really bomb mac and cheese. So it looks like this myth
Must us!
You
Hey, you
pregnant?
pregnant?
I'm
not pregnant.
That solidifies that.
But I'm hungry for some chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, you have cravings.
We are going to test chocolate chip cookies.
Yep.
Claire Saffitz chills her brown butter. She makes brown butter chocolate chip cookies. Yum. And then she chills it over ice to get it to room temp. So let's see what she says.
Yeah.
I want this mixture to cool down because if I were to build the cookies starting with hot butter, I would not get the texture that I'm going for. I would get something that was more brittle and also had that greasy quality to it.
Okay, so I'm adding cold butter. I already know this is gonna be a hard process because it's hard. Oh yeah,
This is
Giving it
room.
a low.
Room butt.
that's room, but she adds heavy cream.
Yeah.
Because she said in the browning of the butter, you lose water. And then so adding the heavy cream is going to add richness to it, but it's also going to add water content into it. And I read on the internet that
Yeah.
the water really helps with the cookie because it works with the baking soda to like puff up the cookie, which is why a lot of like brown butter cookies tend to be a little bit flatter. Already, this is really tough. And
Yeah. This is very smooth. I'm having a great time.
I'm getting a workout. I believe in Claire.
Yes.
And in using room temp butter, I think something that happens with it is it's like aerating. And this is not like emulsifying. So
Yeah. This process is definitely smoother. I'm gonna do the melted one. I'm wondering if like the hot melted butter kind of like prematurely cooks the rest of the ingredients a little bit.
yeah, like it melts the sugars a little bit. It smells so good in here though. It's so nutty.
I'm having a great time.
All right, so you can see that the cream is not even, I mean, it's just like on the outsides of it.
Yeah.
Let's add in our sugars and try to cream the butter and the sugars. And then what she does is does like a basic creaming method.
Yeah. She just
I'm gonna
keeps
try to
whisking.
just massage it. Thanks for taking over the melted one. 'cause
Man, I'm
this is
ambidextrous. No, I'm not. I lied. Yeah, the hot one seems like
Yeah, the sugars are starting to melt in
it's
there.
already melting very quickly. It'll probably like collapse super easy.
Okay, so I think this is as mixed as I'm gonna get the cold one.
Wow, it's so chunky. It's not even like
I know.
together.
Maybe the eggs will help. We're gonna add in a couple of eggs.
Okay.
Mix this together.
How does Josh do this all the time?
Does he? Yeah.
Very strong and smart.
We can start putting in our flour and our salt and our baking soda.
Stuff's happening.
She also said in her recipe that baking soda helps with like the spread of the cookie, which I think is interesting. Ugh. More than like the leavening.
I'm just here working in the factory. Oh no, I got flour in the chocolate chips.
B, get it together.
Get
Get it together.
Oh god.
I'm gonna fold in the chocolate chips
nice.
into this one.
This melting one is actually surprisingly coming together really well. Ugh.
Yeah, it's got a nice gloss to it. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a good thing. I think that's
No
good.
idea. It could be a bad thing.
This looks like normal cookie dough. I feel like I got my butter mixed into it. It seems like it. Like there's no big chunks.
I fell in the cookie.
Can I help? Oh my gosh. It's a mess over here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, these
Okay.
look all different, I
Very
would say.
different.
But the
Wow.
next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna chill these in the fridge, which I think is key. She said you need to chill your dough to let it ferment and get the butter chilled.
Right.
So let's see if there's any differences.
And then we'll bake them off.
We are pregnant.
What?
We're pregnant. We're pregnant!
We have a kid?
Yes.
Together?
Yes. That's how it works.
So exciting. You have it though.
Okay, I'll have it so you can keep your intact.
Yeah.
Is this brittle and greasy?
It looks like a mole.
I think we should test the grease.
What the hell is that?
Clean and clear.
Those are only for Josh's forehead.
Yeah, for last meals. This is
I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this
your
so
little
much.
dad. Pretend like this is Josh's face.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not that greasy.
Oh, Josh's face?
Honestly, there's way more grease on Josh's face than
Yeah,
this.
it might be.
All
I
his-
like the grease on my face.
Yeah.
Well, everyone keeps wiping it off. These are very different.
Yeah.
I'm actually really surprised. I thought that the cold and the room temp would be similar, but I feel like the melted and the room temp actually look a lot alike.
I think these look a lot alike.
They do look alike too, but they have a
But-
lot of flatness to them.
Yeah, 100%. This one's kind of stayed more together and solid.
Yeah. This one, when it was baking, the butter like separated from the cookie. Like you could just see like a pool
Oh.
of butter around it. So I think emulsifying your like butter and sugars is an important step.
Should we try this one first?
Yeah, let's try it. Like this is a more
I kinda
brittle.
like this.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's a cookie crumb for sure. Okay.
It's a good cookie recipe.
It's almost tastes raw.
I would say this one has like greasier components to it.
Yeah, it falls apart really fast.
This one has like a really uneven cook. Like it got browned around the edges, but it is kind of raw in the center. I want to test both sides.
The inside
Brittle?
and the outside?
I wouldn't say brittle.
No, not
It's a
really.
soft cookie.
These two taste very similar to me. Okay, last one.
Okay. I mean, this one looks great.
Wow.
I weirdly feel like you can taste the brown butter in it more.
Yeah, it stands out a lot.
Like the nuttiness of it.
It's still soft in the middle, but very put together on the outside. It's almost like a perfect cookie.
Yeah. The outside has that crispy quality that we were talking about. Whereas this one looks like it has crispiness, but it ate kind of soft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, she's onto something. She knows what's up.
Claire knows how to make cookies.
Put that butter over that ice bowl.
Mm-hmm.
This
Means we're pregnant.
Did you know male seahorses carry the babies?
I did know that.
Have you thought about seahorsing it with David?
I don't think our biology works like that, but it'd be so cool if that were the case. How do you feel about like Snooki and Nighty?
Oh, I
are you
love
into
him.
Snooki?
Wait, Snooki's a boy or girl?
Did you not watch Jersey Shore growing up?
I did, but I'm saying Snooki's a gender neutral name. You could also do Snooka and Snooko. Snooki is plural.
Hey, no, it'd be Danny.
Oh, molti Snooki. Oh, uno Snooka. Joshua Weissman is a fantastic chef. He has a fine dining background, a ton of respect for what he does, and he does a caramelized onion method that I also strongly believe in. However, I had never tested it against properly caramelized onions. What he does is he gets some fat going in a rip-roaring hot pan, and then he puts the onions in directly. Most French chefs, probably all French chefs, would say to make caramelized onions, it takes like an hour. You have to cook them low and slow in a pot. A little bit of salt in there with some fat just to get the juices working. Then the onions caramelize in their own sugars. However, if you want to go rip-roaring fast American style, what you do is you crank the hell out of the heat on those onions, and then you actually get the onions to burn in the bottom of the pot, which is what's creating caramel. You deglaze that with water, which then evenly distributes that burnt sugar around the rest of the onions. And you can really caramelize onions in about 12 to 15 minutes. I've done it before, I've timed myself. So we're gonna try that, and then we're gonna finish off his French onion soup recipe, see if it actually works. Because I think we should taste test this blind.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I've always thought of this method as being really, really efficient for like people on the go because the water kind of takes the part of where this is taking the time. The water just speeds up that process by steaming it internally, so those cell walls really break down. Everyone look at the volume loss from the onions on the hot and fast side. It is significantly lower because it's so damn hot that all of the liquids just expoling out. It's like expoling out. How do you say expoling out? How do you say like you're leaving? It's
Are you saying expoling?
no no.
Expoling?
You're like it's like getting out of you. It's like getting out of you.
Expectorating. Expecto Patronum.
No,
I don't know.
Whatever. It's like
Evaporating?
Yeah. It's evaporating. The water's evaporating so much in it that it's gotten so much lower. Look how they're all becoming compact. While these are still nice and big and like fluffy.
All right, we're gonna let this burn for about 5 minutes. Come back, we're gonna deglaze water so you can see what the heck I'm talking about, because I never know. All right, listen up. Okay, they're listening. So if you can see, the onions might have cooked down a lot more than Nicole's right now.
Oh yeah.
Got a little bit of color. I was stirring them a little bit, but I'm letting it kind of burn, form at the bottom. If you really see in there, you see that burn on the bottom of the pan. So now we're gonna take probably like a quarter cup of water.
There's a camera up there.
Oh yeah, hey you guys! And then you're gonna see the water just like pick up all of that caramel in the bottom of the pan.
The fond, if you will.
I will. Look how brown that is.
That's really brown. It looks like it's really caramelizing quite quicker than mine.
Oh, this sounds like an infomercial.
Add in the womp womp. One of the editors representing this, Winnie, add in the womp womp. I guess my onions aren't looking that brown. That was good.
Pretty good.
Hey, do you think Joshua Weissman is a lover or a...
Stop! Oh my God! Stop postulating how YouTube chefs are having sex. Well, we've gone through another round of burning. We've cooked down even more. Now we're going to deglaze it, and I believe in Gen Z speak that means to insult or tear down. I'm understanding their culture and language.
I'm proud of you. That's so skibbity toilet of you. I heard that's negative.
Ohio.
So it traditionally takes, I would say, anywhere from 80 to 95 minutes to cook down caramelized onions the OG way. It's gonna take you what? Like
yeah,
20?
give me another 5 on it. Probably a total of 20 with this volume of onions. But if you have a smaller volume of onions,
Yeah.
like really like 12 minutes if you just go hot and fast.
Pretty incredible, you know? Do you think In-N-Out uses this method?
No.
Oh,
All right, so my onion's been cooking about 18 and a half minutes.
they look plump.
They look plump. They look caramelly for sure. We got a dark brown on them. But if you look at your onions, they're obviously super, super dehydrated because we didn't add any liquid to it. And that's kind of my worry is that with this technique, when we blind taste test it, these look very, very different. That's like a proper caramelized onion. And especially when we add all the soup ingredients to it, that's going to rehydrate those onions right there.
Absolutely.
I don't know, man. I like using this method in a pinch, but I'm not feeling too great about
I don't
its
know.
potential right now.
It might work, you know? Maybe that juiciness of the onion might be really, really nice in a soup format.
We'll see. All right. You talk
Okay.
them.
So you're gonna deglaze with bourbon,
Bourbon.
and white wine.
Red wine.
Go ahead and pick up all that extra fun that you didn't pick up.
I want to make caramelized onion infused bourbon and then use that in cocktails.
Put your wine in.
I'm waiting.
Wine.
Waiting on the world to change.
One time,
Keep on waiting. you were saying, I'm sorry.
I saw John Mayer at Sunset Tower, and he brought his like guitar with him, and he was like running out like this. You know what I mean?
Was he running like that because you were going?
No, I didn't have my phone. You're not allowed to have your phone there. Yeah, Nicole's not on her phone, show.
So we're gonna cook this down for a minute, and then we're just gonna add the stock. We're gonna add some thyme, and then that's it. And then we make our little soupies.
Why did you say thyme? You
Thyme?
could just say thyme.
It's pronounced thyme.
No, it's not.
There's an H in it.
It's spelled. The H is silent.
Why the hell is it there? Tell it to speak up. Everyone's got a voice. Use it. We have nice little crocks of soup.
I love.
Vintage 70s soup crocks.
I love.
I love it too. So obviously the burning hot and fast then deglazing with water method does work in some sense. We got caramelized onions. However, if we can tell the difference between these soups, especially if they taste very different, then I think this myth is busted. Because
Okay.
ultimately, like, you're doing this to create some sort of a dish, right? And you want that flavor of the onion. So I'm really curious. I have no idea what we're about to see here.
You said that you wanted to do a blind taste test.
Yes.
Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
As it goes, I'm gonna be here.
Okay, I'm not gonna put that much soup in it, okay? But I'm gonna try to get a good number of onions and a good number of.
I don't need any cheese.
I know.
I kind of think cheese is weird in this soup.
Okay.
You know, like I know people love French onion soup, but I just
Yeah.
I'm here for the onions, not the cheese.
Okay.
Wait, are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it, but reminder, it is hot,
I'm
so
very
just be
scared.
careful.
Oh, here's the
I
thing. I'm
have
very
my
scared.
hand underneath. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Just sip. Is that okay? Was that too hot? Was that okay? Or is it
No,
too
it's
hot?
nice.
It's nice. Okay, good. Okay, so that's one of the soups. I'm not gonna tell you which one it is.
I would guess. I don't know.
This is so hot. I'm scared for you. It's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm gonna do this really fast. Shut up.
Put it in my mouth, dude.
I don't want you to
Put it in my mouth.
Okay.
I want it.
Okay, shh. Okay, ready? Okay. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
That one's the hot and fast. The other one's the actual caramelized.
How do you know that?
Because that one, the onions tasted much richer and fuller. The texture on them was actually different. And the other one, you actually got like a lot of Maillard burn. Yeah, I believe the first one was the properly caramelized onions.
You're right. You're right.
They are vastly different.
Okay.
I understand this method absolutely works, and I'm still gonna do it if I'm like at home and I want to make a little caramelized onion jam for like a burger or French dip or whatever. But as far as French onion soup goes, I don't think there is any substitute for going low and slow, and it really comes through. You should try it with your eyes open and see what I'm talking about.
I was going to.
Okay, do you want me to feed you?
No, I'm okay. I don't need your help. Mmm. Ooh, nice.
I know.
Wow, the flavors are so different.
Try the onions too. This is actually where it gets like very, very obvious.
Wow.
These onions just fully did not break down, because when you boil onions, right, it's like the
tell
cell
you this.
walls of the vegetable aren't breaking down.
I'll tell you this. The textures of the onions for me are actually quite similar, but the flavor is, bar none, they are completely different. The depth and the sugary deliciousness of the low and slow is absolutely worth the time, the energy, the everything.
I like that Josh Weissman is wrong, but I hate that the French were right.
C'est bon! I guess that means this
myth has been munched. We've reached the final boss of YouTube. This is Mong Chi.
I love her. She's the best.
Yeah.
I love her too. I will not suffer one bad word about Mong Chi. But what she has said is, you have to double fry Korean chicken wings.
It was really crunchy looking, but already a little bit soggy. You see? Can you see? That's why we need a double fry. First fry, second fry, 12 minutes, 12 minutes.
And one of the reasons, at least I grew up learning that it was the best, is because it's double fried.
Yeah.
So what Mong Chi does, if you want to see how to make it, just go to Mong Chi's channel. But what we did is we made her recipe, which is like a wet batter of potato starch and wheat flour, a little bit of baking soda and egg in there. And then we've single fried these wings. She says they get soggy after they sit, so you gotta double fry them, which makes sense because after you cook this,
They were soggy, yeah.
They're
a little bit soggy. After you cook chicken, that steam is still coming out from the chicken and it's going to make the batter a little bit soggy. Double fry though, you get that steam to settle down, you re-crisp it. However, we thought, if you can double fry chicken, you can triple fry it. So we've actually triple fried this.
That's
We're
crazy.
gonna toss it, that is crazy. We're gonna toss it in the gochujang sauce, and then we're gonna eat them up, see what the deal is.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Do you want me to help?
No.
I just sit here?
Yeah.
One time we
Where's my
did,
Dr. Pepper go? Should we go and order single, double, triple?
Yeah.
I don't want to eat any more food today.
Too bad.
know.
It's the show. We
Okay.
gotta eat.
You'll be fine.
They pay us to eat.
Get a grip on yourself, Josh.
Oh, it's so
Fourth
soggy.
quarter.
I noticed they have little bubbles too. Maybe all the steam trapped under. I don't know.
Mine wasn't soggy though.
Mine was
Mine
neither. It had
was.
a nice crunch to it.
Mine is very soggy.
Soggy.
Well, mine is also a drum, not a flat.
Yeah, you're eating flat?
Yeah.
I like
Dude,
it.
flats are the only chicken wing, man. I don't
The
even
best.
accept drums as chicken wings. It's
I
a
don't
different part of
want
the chicken. Leave the drum on the breast. Just give me the flat. That's the wing.
Really good chicken.
This is great. It's not soggy at all, but like it could be better. Double?
That's awesome.
I'm taking this one.
That sauce is great.
Mmm.
We might just find out today that I like chicken.
Oh, today's okay.
Oh wow.
That's all I eat.
Oh wow.
It's just crispier.
So much crispier.
It's just a nice first bite experience.
It's funny because if I was making this at home, especially if I was in a hurry, I'd probably just stop at single fry because I'd be like, that's good enough. But you really, really taste the difference on double fry.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Damn.
Yum.
It's not dry or anything.
Right.
Is it like a little tough though? Because when you fry chicken, especially with such a heavy coating, you're not cooking the chicken meat in oil, you're cooking the chicken meat in steam. It's steaming from the inside out, but it's not like overcooked, like it doesn't affect your wing eating experience. You'd rather have the crispiness.
I would rather have
Yeah.
a crispy
You think it's
wing
tough?
than a juicy wing.
Do you think it's tough? Are you gonna toughness
Like
at all?
slight,
No.
like very slight.
But it's not
But
enough
not-
to change the experience.
No.
Not at all.
All right, triple fry. This is crazy.
And then we're gonna quadruple fry, and then we're gonna single fry.
This
Thanks.
feels hefty and crispy and
crazy.
crunchy.
Wow. Hold up.
Who says no?
Hold on.
I'm not. It tastes very similar to double fry for me.
The chicken got a lot drier for me,
Yeah.
but I do like the batter.
The batter, are you tasting any of that like kind of burnt oxidized flour in the batter?
No.
No?
You're tasting oxidized flour.
No.
Like burnt flour.
No.
I just taste good chicken.
Okay, single fry is out. For sure. I'm never single frying chicken wings again. So is there any merit to triple frying?
It just takes longer.
Yeah.
I don't know if
You're
it's
hungry.
if the juice is worth the squeeze. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depends on how lit you are and how much you want to sit there.
Frying something 3 times seems excessive.
This chicken's drier to me, like the meat itself
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
There's sauce everywhere.
Guys, I've lost where my chicken wing is. I meant to go back to it. This is gonna do nothing. It's just gonna stick.
I'll get you a moist towelette later.
So, what did we ultimately decide here?
That we love chicken.
Double
Nope.
fries
Love
probably.
monkey.
I really love chicken, dude. God, this is all I want.
I love manchi and I love chicken.
I love chicken.
I think, are we all in agreement? Double fry wins?
double
sure.
fry win.
Mongchi can do no wrong. Her legacy is preserved. Once again, Mongchi proves to be queen of the internet. You know what that means?
Munchie!
That means that this Miss Munch
us!
Myth Munchers, we sure learned a lot today. We learned that those blue eyes don't lie, because Nick DeGiovanni was absolutely correct. Somehow, some way, we don't know the science behind it, when you shred cheese a long ways, it does appear to have a better cheese pull and indeed a better taste. I'm gonna keep doing that. Next, Claire Stavitz's cookie butter. Turns out room temperature butter did yield the best cookie. Then Joshua Weissman, although you can technically caramelize onions really hot and fast, saving yourself frankly like an hour plus, if you're making something like French onion soup, low and slow really is noticeably better. Finally, the final boss. What's the final boss in a video game? I don't really play the ones with bosses anymore.
The final boss.
Oh, I only played Diablo 2 expansion pack, Baal, the demon.
That's
Mongchi is
Mongchi.
Baal. Anyways, Mongchi is absolutely correct. When you double fry Korean wet battered fried chicken, it is significantly crispier. And triple frying, that's too much, that's crazy. Mine's stuck, the counter's so sticky. Lily, how many did you get correctly?
Long, room, hot and fast, double fry. 3.
And V?
Cheese is cheese. It's long. Room. Long and slow. Low and slow. Double fry. I got my first 100.
We got 100! Sound the bell! Sound the, it's the Trader Joe's seasonal item bell. She bought the sweet potato gnocchi. Nicole?
Hi, you're probably anywhere from 5 to 7 years old right now. And I chose cubed, room temp, hot and fast, and double fry. I got 2.
How many did you get, Josh?
My name's Josh Scherer, yellow belt, children's karate, cubed, cold, low and slow, double fry. I also got 2, but it's not about the losers today, it's about the winners. V, give you the post-game celebration speech. All right, that's about all we can muster today. Thank you so much for stopping by the Mythical Kitchen. We got new videos out all the time. Let us know what myths you want us to munch next time. Let us know which video game bosses that you were most attracted to growing up. Mine was from Diablo 4 Lilith. She's like a big demon lady. Shop our new Pride Month items at mythical.com, and a portion of the proceeds will go to Outright International.